A minute, are you ready? Hi everybody.
Hey everybody, welcome. Welcome to Tarot for Today, TFT. Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
and me, Banshee. Welcome to my birthday show.
Yay!
Tomorrow's the big day. Finally, we can all breathe a sigh of relief after that. Aries season will be coming to an end.
Happy birthday.
You heard us chatting? No! What did we say? Hopefully nothing terrible. Hey, so anyway, besides that embarrassing moment hearing that, that's really odd because I don't know what the problem was there. Why, thank you. Hey, Aaliyah. Thank you. We have a few birthday treats here. Talking before the camera came on. Usually it's not supposed to happen. It's the way it's set up. I wonder what's different. We'll have to look into that. Mr. Oh, I know. And today...
You got a job, Aaliyah. Great. Congratulations.
Awesome. I hope that's what we predicted. So.
Thank you, Sonali.
Oh, hey, Sonali. Thank you. I'm playing the Hermit today, my version. Got my little lantern here. I'll be moving that, though, for a minute because we have all these birthday treats here. You heard him say he's about to go live.
I think I know what happens is when the trailer of the opening stops, the mics open up, but when it's on, it's off. So I probably just usually mostly simultaneously hit the button to start our face camera, but I was just making sure that the birthday girl was ready.
I am.
Oh, well, indeed.
We have this plate of, I don't know if you can get it on the other camera here, stuff. If it's my birthday, it's Chocopalooza. And many thanks to Gina for her bark contribution to that.
Hi, Patton.
Awesome. Hey, Patton. Welcome to the birthday party. Let's see. Get you there. Oh, I thank you. It's not that early. It'll all be over with tomorrow, and some of us couldn't be happier.
Whoever could
We won't mention names.
I'm just smelling the chocolate here. The smell of the chocolate is just
overwhelming.
Divine.
Well, I'm just going to put, that and a couple little barks on my plate here.
Oh.
Feel free to do the same.
I'm ready to drool.
Because I've got to, how should I say this? I forgot. We've got to do things in sequence here. Let's light the candle. Wow, hot. Let's not light my finger. So I don't sing. So happy birthday to me. I'm going to make up a wish. Mr. O is barked out. I'm going to make a wish. Hey, I can handle that, but don't get me trying to do 64. Not going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So, there we are. I stopped in at one of our favorite bakeries for the first time since the pandemic just to get some cupcakes, and that'll be my cake. I'm trying to cut back. I've been at 11 to 12 pound weight loss still, so I'm feeling good about that. Feeling good. So I hope everybody is doing well. I do want to say that normally in the program, when someone has a birthday, we do the birthday card spread. But Mr. O and I are going to do it later, and I'm going to post it on our website on the new blog. So it'll be a great thing to encourage you to go check out our website at TFT, tarotfortoday.com. Tomorrow on my birthday, I will post my birthday candle wish reading. And of course, I'll have the template there so people will be able to see that reading for themselves.
I see that, Gina, but I am sad to inform you that there is no prize for that, nor will you ever catch up to her. I don't believe you will. But, you know, it's so wonderful that your birthday will be celebrated soon, too.
Alrighty. Well, we're just following each other, Gina, down the road, you know? So this is a 1 year for me, interestingly enough. Last year when my job disappeared, all these things happened. There were a lot of endings taking place. And now is time for a new cycle, a new circle. So it's a 1 year for me. Today for the collective, I'm going to be using one of my birthday presents. I'm going to be pulling out a few today. This is the New Orleans Oracle deck. I think it's very beautiful and, of course, very colorful, which is what I like.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, guys.
And, bark.
Oh my gosh, Gina. Well, of course I had some yesterday, so the bark is fabulous.
You know, it seemed like I was having a bark over. And what do they say when you have a bark over? You need the hair of the dog to cure that. Or in this case, just more bark.
Got it, Mr. O. Okay, these can be read. How are your hands there?
A holy mouse.
These could be read upright or reversed, Mr. O, so grab away. All right. Ooh, what a great one to start with. I think it's the number one card in the deck, too. It's Power.
One of the cats is fussing with something that I do not like.
Power. Well, do you want to take care of that? Or
I do, so I'm going to just flip
right,
the candle, or the camera,
manage. Rather. Okay, so I'm going to read this. It's, of course, Marie Laveau, an image of her. And it says Marie Laveau was the epitome of power and grace within the community of New Orleans. Not only was she known as an astute businesswoman, but she was also the go-to person for the spiritual remedies of everyday life. If you have drawn this card, you have been called to embrace all aspects of yourself and to rise to every occasion with confidence. You are so much more than the mundane daily tasks that often bog you down. New opportunities will help you explore the different ways you can express yourself and feel more fulfilled. Wow, nice card.
I'm back.
Bark is a treat. Can we get a better close-up of one here? Here's a nice fully formed bark. It is chocolate and covered with, what is that? It's like crushed
almond or some sort of nut. And on a tasty cracker.
It's so good. It's so good. And is that like a caramel there? You know what? Don't ask me. I don't want to throw in things on people's recipes. Gina, it is fantastic. And someday I got to make my own bark. I do. Got to get back into my baking again. It's one thing I've been thinking about. All right, so what decks do you have, Mr. O, before I introduce mine?
Well, you know, this morning, Mr. O had a little problem when he was posting his Sunday card.
A little accident?
A little accident. On Sundays on Twitter and Facebook, I post a card that I call the Sail Away Sunday with the Navigator Tarot of the Mystic Sea. That's the deck, the Navigator Tarot of the Mystic Sea. But I actually used the deck that I pull a card on Thursdays for my Thoughts from Thoth Thursday card, which is the Crowley New Age Thoth deck, whatever you call that. And so I read the wrong deck for the wrong day. So I corrected that, but I feel like, therefore, my penance is to work with both of these cards on the set today to kind of not do that again.
Oh, good luck with that.
I also have, of course, by special request, perhaps, the Karma Music Tarot, which I love. Hi, hot girl.
I got you down, hot girl. Okay, Sonali, I wrote down your
Thanks.
reading in case you have to leave. And, since you're like the third person in, just remember it'll probably be in the first hour of the show if you got to watch the tape, okay?
Yeah, 20,
So,
half an hour, whatever.
well, let me get into my decks today. I've got 4 tarot decks here, but I'm not sure I'm going to use them
Hi,
all.
Laura. Good to see you.
Hey, Laura. Welcome to the birthday show. So,
Yeah, it's her birthday.
So basically, I got the After Tarot again. Corinne Kenner and company did that. I love this deck. That's the 6 of Pentacles. I also have Ciro Marchetti's Tarot Grand Lux, which is very beautiful. There's the person struggling with the 10 Wands.
Thank you. Thank you, Gina.
Oh, thank you, Gina. Definitely for my birthday, everybody's got to like the page. That's the bottom line. Okay, I got to show that one in a minute. And I recently replaced, because I had a bent card, the Light Seers Tarot. Gave the other deck to my granddaughter for practice. Is a 2 of Pentacles in that deck. Oh, jeez. It's not the day for him.
I know, you wanted to say happy birthday too to Mom.
And,
Lay down.
That's right. Try to make it. And my birthday new edition deck, the
He's looking at the cupcakes in the bark.
Banshee now has her own mermaid tarot.
It's a different kind of tarot than mine. It's pretty nice. It's absolutely very beautiful.
Stop petting him hard because things went on the camera.
I'm not petting him hard. Thanks, hot girl.
There's the Hierophant in that deck. And I just want to say, before the show, I've done a few things with this deck already, and before the show I had such a beautiful reading with this deck. So this is going to be a good deck, and I am going to review it very soon on the blog as well. Plus, I'm going to do a deck interview, what they call a deck interview, that I saw Angel Rivera do before, and I really like the concept. So I'll be doing that, too, to show a little bit about the deck.
Mom says I can't pet you, so...
Finally, what Lenormand am I going to use? Oh, it must be my birthday gift. My Lenormand is in this box.
Looks like a coffin, Banshee.
Doesn't it?
Thanks, Laura.
And my Lenormand is in a box I forgot how to open.
What is that? Oh, I see. They're that ways. My God, they're so tiny. Oh, yes. I've been hearing about these.
They're Lenormand tiles. In this beautiful custom box, I have to say.
Hi, Apple and Eve.
So we're going to be using the Lenormand tiles today. I have to find a ginormous pouch to fit them all. So since I don't have one, I'm going to use this handy bag. Hey, Apple and Eve, welcome to the birthday show. And I am showing off some of my gifts.
Oh, I guess some of them were even from me.
Yes, there was something for you, wasn't there?
From me.
Oh, from you. Yes, there was. He got me the Mystical Shaman's Oracle, Mystical Shaman's Dream Oracle, which I used last time. And he got me my replacement for my Tau Oracle. I desperately needed that because I was missing a card.
So happy birthday.
Thank you. I think we can move on. I'm sorry.
Yes, I think we can move on.
We took up a lot of time here with this.
Hello.
So, everybody, we've got a list. We got My Sweet Christina came in first, and then Mama T, Sonali, Libra Cusp, Gina, Aaliyah, Patton, Hot Girl, Laura, and Apple and Eve.
Now, Patton said he's not here for a reading, of
Oh,
course.
okay, Patton. All right.
Just for the party.
Just for the party hardy. Okay. Well, I got to have a taste of bark.
I wish this cat would get out of my face. I'm not supposed to pet him so he won't lay down. He's just sort of... There you go. Good. Stay away now.
Thank you, everyone, for your birthday wishes. I really appreciate it.
Kind of, sort of. I didn't know about the coffee stuff so much, but I knew they were kind of, sort of based on that. And as a kid, way back, I remember another kid in the neighborhood had a very similar kind of deck, but in terms of those images, there's a couple of sources probably. What do you think? My deck?
I did know that.
The short answer.
And my mouth is full, but you are absolutely right. And it makes sense because every kind of tea leaf thing that I've seen has those images, like those cups and saucers.
There you go. Mm-hmm. All right, so thanks for the
Very
happy birthday,
similar.
too, from everybody. Thank you for saying happy birthday to this wonderful
We got my sweet Christina's
lady.
question.
Yes, mm-hmm. You want a deck from me?
Yeah.
Let's
As
go.
a matter of fact, Mr. O, since we have these tiles, I'm going to let you pick one of them, and I'll pick one
Oh,
of them.
for our reading?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I thought we were doing the question.
Of course we are.
Okay.
I said when it's time for them. I'm sorry. Did I not say that?
I
When we
don't-
use the Lenormand, you'll draw one of them, and I'll draw
I see. Thank
Okay.
you.
Sorry, I messed up.
She's always bringing a new tool on and not telling me what I'm supposed to do with it.
I'm an Aries. Spontaneity.
Mm-hmm.
Just go with it, Mr. O.
Okay.
You're water. Flow.
Yeah, I'm so calm. Right. I'm swirling around the drain. That's the water, me.
Somebody brought up on Twitter today the In-Between Tarot, I think, person who I like a lot. She said that Aries Taurus cusp is the best of both worlds, fire and earth. And I kind of like that. And I always felt that way. And it's funny, I'm very attuned to Taurus energy as well because, first off, I was a cesarean. And from what I hear, I was removed almost a month early. So technically, if I went through a natural birth, I could have been a Taurus or a Gemini. And so it's ironic to me, I'm right on the cusp, and then my rising sign is Gemini. So
I think
kind
we
of
should do
interesting.
this as a yes or no.
Okay, all right. That makes sense.
And then we can take it from there and see what
Yeah,
else we need to
yeah.
do.
Right.
Yes, I wanted to wear a tie that kind of matched my beret a little bit. There's some stripes that are a little more burgundy than the basic tie red.
And in homage to my Aries nature, I'm of course in a lot of red.
Alrighty. So, whoops.
It's a yes, no.
Right. Mm-hmm.
There it is. Bam.
That one wants to be red too, I bet. But that is the 13th card. This is the one right after it. Tower.
Oh. But
Okay.
it's leaning towards yes.
Leaning towards yes, and then you have the Three of Cups, which on the Thoth deck it says abundance. So I'm just going to say that maybe indicates perhaps your mother's wishes to be helpful to you or to be trying to protect you. But what is curious to me is that on that 13th card, that's our typical 3 aces spread, this card fell out, and I really felt compelled to also bring it out, and it's the Tower. So the Tower normally would indicate, there's like kind of some topsy-turvy stuff happening, but not without an opportunity to understand why it happened and maybe what you can do from there on.
So, my sweet Christina, the Three of Cups, to me, I'm feeling strongly here that your mother was definitely there to help you, but I feel like she might have brought along some others. Maybe there's some others in the family who are by her side. That 3 energy, I just feel that
Well, that's
strongly
interesting,
here. And when I look at the Tower,
Thank you.
Obviously you're being protected from a diabolical spirit. The Tower talks about, some catastrophes and stuff like that. However, I think in this case, they may have been there to help you, but they're really, really hoping that you've learned some kind of lesson from all of this. If that makes sense to you. I'm getting that really strongly here. What do you think?
I agree with that. It's more or less kind of similar to what I said I felt. So we
Okay.
should do the Lenormand. Or even if they're just spirits are attuned that way, am I just supposed to do it, or did
Go
you?
grab one. Without getting your sleeve in there. Oh,
Wow, it's so weird.
isn't it? So I drew the key. That'll be the first one.
Whoops.
We can just leave it here. Well, it's not going to be on camera.
Yes, it is.
Okay, cool.
And I drew, these are so cool. These are beautiful, Banshee. I drew the moon. So I'm just going to leave that one there. And key and moon. Well, I guess you're going to find out what the mystery is about that there is something going on about this idea of, some spirit that wants to attack you or that is somehow interfering in your life. So I'm wondering, just as a thought, that if this spirit represents a personality that's gone but feels like there's something involved with you, or if it's maybe something more from another part of the spiritual universe, and maybe that's what the Tower is pointing towards.
It could be. You know what? Although I really think what this is saying, my sweet Christina, is the key, is your intuitive nature here and your powers. And frankly,
Wow.
I think what it's also saying here is you knew your mother was there with you. That's the key. Your intuition was on target with this, I think, is what it's saying.
Yeah.
And she was there. There's no doubt about it.
Right.
She's still there if this is something you're still, working through.
Most of you guys out there are intuitive too. I always feel that from some of you guys, especially with the questions you asked too. So, very cool.
Yeah. So I like this.
Alrighty.
Okay.
So thanks for that question.
So thanks for that. And we're going to move on to Mama T. You are up.
I keep smelling this chocolate over here.
Eat some more.
Ah, I'll be ruined. I will.
No, I'm sorry. Do you want me to move it away for now? I can put it in the fridge.
No, I am a Scorpio. I have strength of will. I can resist.
You can?
For a while.
Oh, man. News to me.
Oh. Okay, but hey, Mama T.
Really? Oh, with black mold. Goodness.
Interesting.
Huh. So, do you own this property or is it somebody else's? I'm wondering about that, but let's
And how long have you been there, whether you've rented or owned or
that's
whatever?
pretty wild. Is it my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
I guess it is. Okay. I'm not
Like,
gonna
do you happen to know any history of the place before you lived there? That kind of thing?
Who's been opening the door? And it's a deadbolt. God.
Sometimes those things are just poltergeists and therefore represent some energy in the area. Sometimes they might be something else, some other kind of entity's
Yeah, you've
energy.
talked about some energy around
Yeah.
that home before, I think, too.
No, Sonali, you're coming up after this
You'll
reading
be
that
right
we're on
after.
now.
You know, I didn't go over the list. So after Mama T is Sonali, then Libra Cusp, Gina, Aaliyah, Hot Girl, Laura, and Apple and Eve.
No, black mode is usually serious, and
Yeah.
you're good to avoid it.
I would dispute that. So this is cool. So we can stand them up on either side there and they'll be in the camera.
Mm-hmm. And as long as I don't keep messing up with the cards.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh.
Well, the one reason I like the concept of these Lenormand tiles is, when cards get old, sometimes some cards, when you cut them, the same cards come up. This you can just keep grabbing random. Maybe I should look into tarot tiles, but I bet that would cost like a fortune. And of course, then there's 78 of them. I'd need a big pouch for that. But the other thing is, when you're doing the big Lenormand readings, it takes up a lot of real estate on your table. So this makes it a lot smaller because, I didn't show it, but I will after this reading.
Yeah, I was watching that frosting there for a minute. I thought my sleeve...
That's why I asked
No,
if you wanted me to move it. Okay. Let's see what's there.
You're welcome, Laura. We have added you, of course.
Wow, this is really interesting, Mama T. There's the Hermit. Upright. There's the Eight of Wands, reversed. And there's the Nine of Pentacles upright. I have a weird feeling about this. So I'm just going to throw it out there. I kind of feel like there's a lone spirit of some sort. Maybe it's poltergeist type energy, but it's some lone entity that seems to be very, very comfortable there. And it's possible, they actually like that room with the black mold, or there's something, that happened to them in there, was in there, if it is somebody who owned the building in the past or lived there in the past. Because also I'm looking, though, at that Eight of Wands reversed, and I'm thinking their energy is not all that good.
Well, I'm mostly thinking that Eight of Wands reversed represents the idea that they're not inclined to move, they're not inclined to leave.
Okay.
Or that, in fact, maybe something is stagnating them there.
Keeping them there.
Yeah, keeping them there. I sort of think it's interesting because you mentioned the black mold, and then I see this black dog.
Funny that.
But then I see that snake in the hermit's hand, and I'm wondering if there's a dichotomy there between one or more than one spiritual sources, and maybe the black mold represents the physical representation of a spirit that's actually being kept there for some reason by another spiritual being. So I don't know if this would require more divination to figure out what's going on there, but I just sort of think that it's a little bit of what she says. There's sort of this comfort level in it being there, or that it's also stuck there, so it's making the worst of its situation.
After we finish this reading, Libra, there's one person in front of you, so hang in there. Yeah, Mama T, I like what he said about it being stuck. When he talked about the snake and the black dog, though, I'm looking at the snake, and snakes are symbols of transformation.
That's true. Mm-hmm.
And so I wonder if this energy over time hasn't transformed, in some way too, to be more active, so that you've been noticing this, this activity. They want to make their presence known, but they're also trying to say that they're not ready to go anywhere.
Yeah, and what's really funny too is, like, I see this little thing up here in the background flying away, and when you look at it, it doesn't look like a bird. It looks like maybe it's a dragon, maybe it's a fairy. It's something with wings and legs or a tail. So I'm wondering if that's another clue that there's something spirit-like happening here. And you may need to think about some sage or some sort of banishing operation.
I'll let you go first this time.
Oh, okay. But I get the feeling like it's not going to go without somebody trying to give it a push.
Put it over here when you're done.
All right. And it's the garden.
Oh, wow. And it's a letter. You're definitely being sent a message there of some sort. That's the letter element. But you know what? When I see that garden, I can't help but wonder, especially if the activity is happening more, if there isn't some kind of portal there. They talk, I'm sorry, I must be getting into the ghost show stuff.
You're right, because here's a garden, and remember I said the little spirit thing? See that over there? That looks like a
I'm wondering
devil
if it's a portal
fairy.
and things are, and the possibility exists that, it's not going anywhere. A portal is staying, and these ghosts are moving through. They may not stick around your property, actually. I have to rethink this looking at that. Wow. What do you think?
Right, it could be that maybe there's just something that sort of pulls spirits in that maybe are looking for a way to affect the material world. Wow, I don't know.
This
in
is
some ways,
deep.
in some ways, I don't really know enough about this kind
I
of
don't
stuff.
see anything really horribly malevolent at this point. But of course, if we are talking about a portal here, you never know what might come through. So, I mean, I don't know. I'd be mindful and watch that activity. And if you get concerned, you may have to talk to
Excuse me, I'm
someone.
flipping on. I did that because the cats were fighting, and I just didn't want to call attention to it, but now I am. Sorry.
That's what we have for you, Mama
Okay,
T.
so you thought it was about the portal too. So, I like sage, but sometimes when I feel like I'm dealing with even more intense energies, I use salt and water, and or maybe a clove, a fresh clove of garlic if you can get one. Mince it up, put it in the bowl of salt and water, and do the directions around the area as best you can, and tell it to get the heck out.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I have limited
cats.
knowledge of how
Angel,
to.
the cats. Sorry.
Yeah. Actually, it was the boy and girl. Actually, so.
You might as well be a girl.
Now, Mr. O. So at any rate, I'm gonna have to muzzle.
So I put on our schedule there because, of course,
I cannot reach.
just in case you didn't get in or you have to leave, you might be able to come back on Thursday.
Hey, all right, Sonali, you are up. That's what we have, Mama T. You might want to explore this more with us as time goes on. That was really interesting. Thinking of me, I've got to come up with some good spreads about dealing with ghosts and spirits.
Yeah.
That's one thing I do not have.
And just a reminder, but tomorrow as the sun moves into Taurus, and we say goodbye to Aries.
Yeah, I know he's crying over there.
I'm crying over it. We will present our monthly modality message probably around 6 p.m. in the evening, and it's the month-long astrological reading for all the signs divided up by their modality.
Sonali is asking about his sister, and I'm going to use my new mermaid deck, if you don't
Alrighty.
mind. Because I know I did cards last reading. Okay, so he wants to know about what blessings or challenges are coming towards his sister, a message from Spirit, and that.
You're welcome, yeah. I might have some more to say about that in the future myself.
All right. Here you go.
Alrighty.
Yeah, the cats have been a little bit cranky with each other lately. Today in particular, there's been 3 different altercations at least. And
They
that's
realize that when it's your birthday time, they don't get any attention.
Is that it?
No.
I didn't think so. They always get plenty of attention. Oh, thank you, Mama T.
Yes, thank you.
All right. Okay, this is pretty good. We do have the Four of Swords here. The Four of Swords is upright. We have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is also upright. The bottom of a shipwreck, apparently, I think. And we have the World. Beautiful card. Sonali, I think part of the message is to keep striving for the best, in the situation. The best outcome. I'm looking at that Ace of Swords and thinking, oh gosh, suddenly I can't talk. Is it the cat hair?
I don't know.
Excuse me, guys. Why don't you go ahead?
Okay. Well, the Four of Swords may indicate that this sister that you care about is taking a break right now or needs to take a break, maybe needs to rest. It may indicate that she really has been doing a lot, but I think she deserves the rest because maybe she has kind of reached the pinnacle of sorts, at least at the level she wants to believe it in, that maybe she has really achieved a lot of the perfection, or that in some respects she never will rest. She will always be striving for more. I'm not sure if that's the right handle, though.
Well, I feel like, she has to realize there's something going on that's a process, Ultimately, we hope for success and things to turn out, for good health, well-being, for good things to happen. And it's a matter of believing it, and using your will to manifest it. I think it's really important, but also here, I'm seeing this Four of Swords, and I think it's a real message that your sister has to, make sure she's getting enough rest, make sure she's recuperating. Are you the one who said she's been ill, right? So, but that's kind of a card of that. You have to be, try to get yourself in a position where you can then feel like I've got this, So get plenty of rest, follow, whatever health regimens are needed, do some meditation, just try to get yourself healthy and well. And it seems as though believe it, and believe in yourself that you can do this, and success is assured.
And Sonali would like one card for herself.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you want to just pull that from the top of the deck or the bottom.
No, I think I'd rather just quickly do another deck. So we'll just do that.
And Sunman, you need to sit down. You're just such a bother today.
We are going to do the Lenormand for your sister too, Sonali, but let's get a card for you.
Always in the way, always in the way.
I was just complaining about the cat hair. It's going to happen
I know,
again.
and then he comes back. I'm not touching him, though. Trying not to. And see, he notices that. He notices I'm not petting him. He wants me to.
I noticed the other day, it was kind of alarming to me. I can't vacuum enough, can't do enough. It's like I cleaned off my computer keyboard really well. Everything looked great. And all of a sudden I started to notice cat hair just starting to attach itself to it. and like little strands. And I'm like, wait a minute, I got rid of all of that, and I'm cleaning it again.
It's spring. It's probably a season for them to shed because new coats are coming in or new replacement hairs.
Those electronic devices,
Right.
they really do. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful.
Oh, there you go.
We have the
Sonali.
Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles for you, Sonali, is upright. And I feel this is a time of, that you can appreciate, what you have. Whether it's richness from your family, richness, in finances. You're in a really good spot right now, and you just feel that. And it's a time to really appreciate, the joy and the richness of your life, I think. What do you have to say? Somebody's barking.
I'm sorry. You were doing so well. And the bark looked and smelled so good.
And it's,
Even Sunman likes it.
and it's gone now, Mr. O.
Okay, this card for Sonali, the Four of Pentacles.
Yes.
I think this card means that you need to conserve some things. You need to hold on to things. It could indicate that there is good financial prosperity for you right now, but it could also indicate too that you still need to kind of hold on to what you have, to not squander necessarily. It may be for you more of about preparedness, but it could also mean too that you might want to consider where you can share.
Good point.
Is that what you said?
I didn't go there.
Okay.
But I could have. I could have. So, let's do the Lenormand for your sister, which we did not do yet. All right, so, wow, look at that. Sun.
Sun. Hairy sun. Shedding sun. Ship.
What do you got? The ship. I think this is a period of transition towards better times. I do think things are going to start looking up for your sister. The ship is about making moves or movement, and the sun here is really positive. There's a successful vibe, and I really think Sonali, it vibes well with that World card there. I just feel like your sister has to think positive and well thoughts, because and also absolutely be sure she is taking care of herself, because there's some real positivity here.
It's mostly a very positive reading. I think it is just saying that, depending on how elder she is and what else may be going on in her world, that she just does need to rest at times. But it seems to me like she is drawn to perfect herself and or to have challenges. And I think that that's also represented by that ship too. The sun just indicates some good fortune ahead of her, but she just needs to also consider her energy.
Yep.
And that's the sun too, in a way.
And that's what we have. Good luck with that, Sonali. And Libra's got a question up.
Alrighty.
It's coming towards her.
My turn. So now I will use the Navigator Tarot, the Mystic Sea.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure that that's what this deck is.
I'm just teasing you.
I know you are.
You know you are. I are. Well, now that I got rid of the bark stuff, I can get the lantern going. The Banshee Hermit Lantern. Not really.
Available at B-Mart.
B-Mart. You're very welcome, Sonali.
Thank you.
I'm hoping things are on the upswing. It looked really, really positive there. Some good vibes in those cards. All right. What's coming towards Libra? Well, Libra, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. We have the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is reversed. We have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is also reversed. And then we have the Star. Can you put that one in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That one's upright.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think sometimes interactions with people haven't always been happy lately, Libra. I don't know why I'm getting that with the Three of Cups reversed. That maybe there's been some squabbles or some quarreling, or there will be, because you said what's coming towards you. So let's put it in that context, that there may be some issues dealing with people coming up in the future. But you know what? Don't let it get to you. Don't let it get to you, because there's opportunities to make it right. Whatever the problems are between you and either a significant other or more people, like a group of people, the Four of Cups indicates opportunities are coming, And I see that star there, and I feel it's just telling me opportunities are coming to fix whatever went wrong.
It seems like maybe recently you might have been confused or at least pondering some things, but what's coming towards you looks like what Banshee says. It seems like revelations, or just the ability to actually look for truth, to move yourself towards truth, or to move yourself towards what you find to be the most reasonable answer. I believe that, like Banshee says, some of this probably concerns relationships you're in, whether they're just your children or other people. Who knows who they could be, but I believe it's more the gamut of your emotional sphere right now. So I don't believe it's necessarily anything in particular. It may be telling me too that you've kind of honed in on where you need to go. You've kind of honed in on whether you need to make changes or whether you need to just advance in another area. And so you're going to probably be making moves in that direction.
There's a lot of positivity for sure with the star there. And to me, the Four of Cups is now you are aware there are some type of opportunities coming.
Yeah.
And This looks really positive. So let's see if Lenormand can answer that.
I feel like you're reaching into a Halloween trick-or-treat bag.
I need to get a good pouch for this.
I want the Snickers.
Oh, go ahead, Mr. O. I should have let you go first. Next time you will. I have the fish here in my hands.
Ooh, I have the gentleman.
Ooh.
Well.
Well, you know.
It maybe puts it more towards a more direct relationship, a primary type of relationship. It's possible. But it could also be somebody, too, that maybe you feel like there's something going on you can work with. Not necessarily a job, but just a project or something you can advance or flow with.
Well, I don't know. When I see this, I feel of two minds here. But I'm feeling more strongly that this might be more social or romantically related, even though the fish is about money. And I mean, technically, I could say, oh, you're going to receive money from this man here. I mean, it's possible. So if you are expecting some money to be paid to you from someone, it's possible that that could be happening. But on another level, I'm getting the feeling that maybe this is about love and romance, that, you know, seems to me you might be playing the field. You know, there might be more than one person coming into your life. This is like kind of the card of when it rains, it pours.
So when you put it in context of that, though, then maybe this is saying that is the nowish, but where it's going, what's coming towards you, is maybe focusing.
Maybe.
Or what you realize.
I just think it's part of that. I think it's part of what's coming towards you.
Sure.
And that's what I got for you, Libra.
Alrighty. Good
sounds
to see you.
Intriguing. And hey, Gina, you are up. You are up next, and then Aaliyah, Hot Girl, Laura, and Apple and Eve. Hey, we got a slow, manageable list today.
Not too bad.
Thank goodness for all that birthday celebrating I was doing.
Nobody wants to watch us eat cake.
Yeah, we're going to smear it in our faces after the show.
So stay tuned.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
All right, we'll do that.
Sounds like a interesting yes or no.
And he's got the karma and the music.
Well, when I was trying to be in a punk rock band around 1979, one of my associates said our motto should be, we found the sound everyone else was trying to lose.
Hey, Angel Rivera. Oh, wait, did I get Angel on the list? I didn't get Angel Rivera on the list.
He was towards the end, I think, or more recently.
Yeah, I believe you were, Angel. I'm pretty sure about that. Let's talk about a small whoopsie.
Well, you'll have to figure that out while I'm shuffling over here.
I sure will.
Or then I'll figure it out while you're shuffling over there.
I'm getting there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're right. I think you are after Apple and Eve anyway, Angel, so we'll get you in.
I'll have to look.
All right. And by the way, Angel Rivera, I am going to do, I don't know, you came in a little late, so I'm going to do the Mermaids Tarot as a deck interview. I'm going to post it on my blog. Give you credit for that. I know somebody else came up with that deck interview, right? I love that concept, and I decided to try it with this deck. I'm also going to review the deck. I think it's worthy on a number of levels. It took me a while to buy this deck. It's been out since 2019. I heard some initial not so great reviews, and I'm glad I didn't listen to that because it really is a nice deck.
No, Angel Rivera came right after Apple and Eve, or kind of sort of close after?
Well, that's what I said, right after. I did.
Oh, I thought you said before.
Nope.
Well, okay then.
I have it after. Did I say before? Well, then I'm sorry. Birthday confusion.
Let's roll the tape.
Yeah, the blog is in the website. You can subscribe to stuff there. I'm going to try to send out a few reminders this week about where to find things on my page, like to subscribe and whatnot. Gina's already been everywhere. Thank you, Gina. So, and things will start rolling there. I'm going to do a lot of reviews at first and some card stuff. I'm going to get the forum going. Busy, busy, busy.
Is this a yes or no?
Yes, it is.
Indeed. Oops.
Not so sure. Huh.
Well, our intuition says probably not.
She's leaning towards no. You got the first card was an ace, though, was the Ace of Wands. And you have these two cards that came up. One is the Four of Wands.
Oh, it looks like a musician.
And one is the Two of Coins reversed.
Well, that just looks almost naughty.
So it seems like I get the feeling that he's creating something right now or building something. He's in the middle. He might be just finishing up or completing some work or project of some sort. The Two of Coins reversed just indicates to me that maybe he's having a rough time wrapping something up right now. I don't know. You know, that's a matter of balance, that card there, the coins card. And I'm kind of fitting it in with that when I'm saying it the way I am.
I don't think he's in Nashville, but I think wherever they may be out, I think they're having too much fun. And maybe there's a little bit of, confusion or unbalanced here.
You know, it's funny with the Four of Wands. I mean, I look at it differently from Mr. O, but I certainly see what he's saying here, because it is a card of kind of celebrating the completion of something. But for some reason, when I saw the two cards together, I kind of thought that maybe it's not quite finished yet, and he's trying to get there. But I see what you're saying, and really, that does make sense. It does make sense. So that's why he's not there. Oh, go ahead, Mr. O.
Now whip it good.
Oh, no.
The whip. What kind of partying is he doing?
Mr. O and his scorpion. Uh-oh.
Yes. Come on. Bring it. Share.
It's very dark. It's goth partying. No, I think that
Snuff films.
Mr. O.
Sorry.
I think what we've got here is, he's done. He's trying to finish. He's finishing this up fast. He is going to move on soon, but he's still in the process. He's really cracking the whip now to get things done.
So yeah, when you put it in context, it kind of seems like, and see, even though I was being silly, this is a guy who's conducting over here. He's like orchestrating something. So I sort of see this idea of something happening, even if there's only one violinist with a clown mask on out in the field.
Social distancing.
There you go. But yeah, like maybe there's a project that just has been going on too long, and it's really been kind of racking with him a little bit. So maybe it's being concluded. Now, I don't know where you get Nashville from. Oh, God. I don't know where you get Nashville from.
The startling arrival of Sonny the Cat. I think I mentioned something about that in my webpage, Homage to the Cats. Anyway.
The beginning of the end. That doesn't sound good. Or
the beginning of the end.
Who's beginning and who's end?
I like the sound of that, Gina. Very good, very good. So, that's what we have for the state of Bedhead. And we will now move on to Aaliyah. It is your turn. So yeah, I'm going to post my birthday spread tomorrow on the blog. And then Tuesday or Wednesday, I'll probably post the review. I want to get one review out this week, and I think it's going to be this one. Oh, the Karma music. No, you cannot have them.
Well, then I'll give you the rest of them because I don't need half a deck.
Well, no. Okay. So I was mentioning another part to my Lenormand gift to myself, and it's this wooden board. that the tiles can fit on. It's the, I guess I can just best throw it this way. You won't see it, but it is a grand tableau spread so that I can lay out all the tiles for Lenormand readings. So when we're doing our big Lenormand spread, when people want to pay the big bucks for that, we can take a nice photograph. You know, it's going to be all right here. It'll be really perfect. So, and also it's got some other spread layouts on here that I plan on using for our business. Ooh,
Okay.
so exciting.
It's a yes or no, I think.
Oh, so you thought, oh. Well, it's just really odd. It seems like he might be too busy, but if it's something he normally goes to, I wonder if our cards are wrong. All right, feel like I took... Okay, let's try this one. And that's a yes-no for sure.
That's what I said.
Well, you know, Leah, what they say, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. Oh, wow. Well, gee, you would think he would be there. I wonder if our cards are off on this one. Hey, I can't say, but they acted like... and you remember, it was not a definite no, but it was a probably no. It's definitely leaning towards no, because it just sounded like he has either some unfinished business or his schedule is just, you know, he can't schedule it in. That's what it looked like to me. Well, it's not the perfect world, but I will say, Aaliyah, it is leaning towards yes. You did not get a definite yes. You've got the Ace of Pentacles reversed, the Ace of Swords upright, and you have the King of Wands reversed. And so what does that mean to me in a case like this? I think that maybe you could have done better. You could have tried a little harder. Maybe you could have put a little more effort into it. Or if you had problems, you know, sought out the help you needed. It looks as though maybe that's an element here, but it's saying you are going to pass, you know. So maybe that's why you have a little fear. You feel like maybe you haven't put your best self into this.
That's exactly right. It does look most likely like you're going to do okay. I think this card maybe says to some degree you're not really confident here, though. You're just not believing in yourself.
Right.
You're not believing in your abilities. So you should take what we're saying, and we're going to throw the Lenormand as the idea that mostly you got this, so you just need to kind of relax and trust.
Hey, that was never my... I'm a librarian, and that was never my strong suit either when I was in school. I like to think I knew everything, yeah. But look at this. First card drawn is the Moon.
Second card, the House.
You know, I feel like, you know, sometimes the Moon is about intuition, but also the Moon in the Lenormand can be about successful employment, you know, pretty good stuff. And I feel with the Home card there is try to be more at ease, try to relax a little. So you will succeed. I think you will pass. I think it's saying you will pass.
Right, and I'm thinking too that from my vantage point, and thanks Apple and Eve for saying that too, I think that there's an idea that the Moon is luck too. The Moon is fortune, good That's fortune. True. And so it's coming to your home, you know. So I just think that mostly you're lucky, but you really did do the work. It's just about being confident of it.
Well, right. And remember when I said what I said you feel you could have done more. You feel maybe that's what it's about. And so you have these self-doubts. But I think you'll do fine. Hopefully. Good luck with that.
Good luck.
You have to let us know. And Gina, if you ever find out somehow that, who was at the show, let us know.
Pictures or we don't believe.
No. All right, we are on Hot Girl. You are up. And after Hot Girls, Laura, Apple, and Eve, and Angel.
Alrighty. You're welcome, Aaliyah.
You're welcome. Best of luck.
Good luck. A career reading. Okay.
Okay.
Sure.
Your deck.
Yes. Okay. I'm going to use the Thoth deck. Thoughts from Thoth.
So you okay with these so far?
I like them. I definitely like those new tile Lenormands.
I may never need another Lenormand deck.
Well, there you
Except
go.
I want the Ciro Marchetti one that's
just. I hope I don't have to
on his website.
I don't want to have to retile my bathroom because maybe I want to use them.
Oh, wow! Wouldn't that be awesome?
So pretty.
Have tarot tile or Lenormand tile in the bathroom? I'm all in. Somebody was posting a meme picture, I think, on Twitter one time about a bathroom that was totally Ouija boards. Floor, ceilings, walls. That kind of creeped me out. I will say I don't mind a Ouija board, but I don't know about that one.
Just somebody will say, don't summon any bad, you know what.
But the but the tarot and Lenormand I could do.
Oh, for sure. So this morning, Banshee's program, The Material Matters, was on.
Hey, there was a lot of people in the chat today. Thanks for that.
Yeah, I think Libra was there too, and maybe Kim. So check that out. It's good information for how you want to look at your financial matters. Good for a week. It's
all yours. Let's see what we get for career. Okay, we have the Prince of Cups reversed.
And that would be like the Knight, right? Because they have princesses.
It's your deck. And here we have another one. It's the Prince of Swords. You better know. Reversed.
They're the Knights.
Okay. And finally... Oh.
Yes.
That's the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is upright. Okay. Well, this is kind of interesting. Are you unemployed right now? Is that what's going on? Or you don't have work? Or you're thinking about a job?
Yeah, it seems like you are thinking about some things, or you're contemplating where in general you want to go, or what kind of skills you want to develop, or things like that.
Because this could be a period of being stuck right now, I feel. Because the Prince of Cups is reversed. You said they're knights, right?
Yeah,
so if
knights.
they are knights, it seems like movement is slow right now. Are you interested in knowing more about a career path, or what a career outlook is about getting a job? Let me know that, because I could go either way on this one.
Right, with them being knights, there is sort of a challenge here. Like there is the idea that maybe the journey has a little bit of obstacles or delays going on there. It could also be, what is it?
Right. I feel right now, Hot Girl, is still not a time for moves forward, but this is a time of contemplation. That Four of Cups is there. However, I want to caution you, because it's one thing to kind of sit back and kind of wonder, what should I do with my life now? Think I don't have enough, to really sustain me. I need to do something else. And it's another to just get kind of stuck there so that you're not moving on anything. The Four of Cups is like you're sitting back and you're thinking about it, but there's, in the typical tarot, there's a cup being presented to you. There's opportunities out there. You just have to do more.
Well, here's another thing to consider too, is that in some of the more ceremonial type related decks like Thoth or the Golden Dawn one, they go with possibly more actual firm astrological concepts. What does water in the province of fire mean? That kind of thing. Note that it says luxury at the bottom of
Yes.
the card. And so the idea maybe is that having the luxury of being able to contemplate too, of being able to take in and maybe render or wait until you are ready to render a choice or a judgment or a plan of movement. And maybe it's saying that because you have that luxury, whatever is being offered now that may seem to have slowness or obstacles or delays, you may be able to wait it out, hopefully.
Well, and the other thing is here, okay, I know you speak of entrepreneurship, and I think that's great. I absolutely don't want to discourage you at all.
No.
But I want to say with those two cards, to be sure that when you're making your plans and you're deciding on how you want to do this, make sure you're thinking more practically. Bring your ideas down to earth. Bring your ideas down to the level of, well, how can I practically make this work? What are the steps I need to take? What decisions do I need to make now that I've been putting off to make this happen?
I get that from the Prince or Knight of Cups, the idea of practicality over sentiment.
Yeah.
And then with the Prince of Swords, which is the Knight of Swords, being reversed, I get the idea that it's saying to make sure you don't put pie in the sky. Make sure your goals are more attainable than pie in the sky. So in other words, set your sights for what you know you really are going to be able to do. It's okay to strive for more, but don't be unrealistic.
Right now, I feel there's no movement, but that doesn't mean that there aren't opportunities present. So I think you're just going to have to keep your eyes open and, go for something. We all want to get businesses started, like me and Mr. O, but I had to wait till I retired to really start pulling this all together. And I think that, so you may need some other things first before you're able to carry out your dreams and goals. So that's up to you to decide what it is here. You're going to just go off on your tangent and take off with the business, or do you need to find another job right now to, that will help you, further your aims of getting a business off the ground? I don't know. That makes sense. Oh.
The Nightbot.
Oh, look, we've got a Nightbot about our website. Yay! Were you supposed to go first or me? I think it's me.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Or does it?
Aww. Look who's back.
The sun.
All right.
Let the sun shine. And Mr. O has the fish. Don't leave the fish out in the sunshine. They kind of dry up.
There's an abundance of success for you coming. I don't know what to say. I know that things seem slow now, and I know that things may not be advantageous right now, but I get this distinct feeling that, your career path in the future looks very, very bright. There's abundance. There's positive flow towards, a success. What did you do? My
instinct said, pull the bottom card for Hot Girl. And I got the Magus, number 1, the Magician. And that's saying that basically it is up to you, but you really do have or will have or can accumulate the skills you need to be the magician, to have the will, the belief in yourself, the vision of what you do, and the plan in your head to make it happen.
You have what it takes, I think, absolutely to follow your dreams. But it's just a matter of process getting there, and it may take a little time. Things are a little bit stagnant right now, but this is just very good stuff.
Right, I didn't really remark as much on them too because I was so taken with the Magician, but clearly the sun and the fish just seem to indicate that these things are yours almost by birthright in a way, and then that Magician just totally throws that in for me. Good luck, Hot Girl.
Hey,
Let us
that's
know.
what we have for you. That sounds awesome.
And is it Laura's turn then?
It is Laura's turn.
All right.
She's got her question there. A message for the rest of 2021. Okay. And if you guys haven't seen it yet, we did post our pandemic update video on a YouTube channel, so we kind of just see where things are headed. I'm not going to give anything away, but if you're interested in that and seeing what 2020, the rest of 2021 is going to look like with the pandemic, via our tarot cards anyway, you could check that out. All right, so let's see. What do we got here? We've got Laura and the general for 2021. Let's use this one. I really
And you're
like
welcome,
this
Hot Girl.
deck.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, you are so welcome.
We're glad that everybody came today. We hope you had fun with our birthday. Afterwards,
Our birthday?
yeah, because I'm getting some of that stuff too, you know. Okay,
True, it's
our
true.
birthday celebration. It's not my birthday, but it is our birthday celebration. Will that do?
It does just fine, Mr. O. And you might be wondering, why no wine here? Well, something has to give. I was either going to have chocolate or wine. I may have just a little bit later.
I know a lot of people that would say chocolate and wine. Absolutely. That totally works together. Now,
I'm
it probably
trying to
wouldn't for
cut back a
me.
little bit. It's been working.
Okay, Laura, here we go.
All right. Okay. 4 of Pentacles, upright.
Okay.
Then on the other hand, it's always interesting to me when these come up this way. They're the 6 of Pentacles, reversed.
I know. Huh.
Well, in a way, they kind of go together.
Yeah, they do. I feel that.
And then I have the 2 of Cups reversed. Oh, dear.
Okay.
So the rest of 2021 revolved to me. You know, 4 Pentacles and the 6 Pentacles both are almost saying the same thing here. To hold tight to your resources or to hold tight to things. But I'm wondering with that 2 of Cups here if that's a wise decision here. Maybe you're holding on too tightly to something. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's maybe not giving enough in a relationship or in relationships with others, you know, that maybe need a little bit more give and take from you. It looks like this is going to be an issue, or it's an issue for you in 2021. You're wondering why, you know, things are being withheld from you. You know, things that you feel you deserve. Maybe the love, the companionship, or the financial rewards that you deserve. Now I'm thinking about it. Maybe that's what this is about.
I was waiting for my chance because I was going to say that I think that the bulk of this reading weighs more towards your material situation for the rest of the year. I feel that you might find you'll be endeavoring to kind of hold on to resources, because I also feel too that maybe it's not so much that you're going to need more money, but you would like to be able to be more generous, and you're going to find that maybe you can't necessarily be that, and that will bother you a little bit. But I think, which is kind of represented by the 2 of Cups, is that I feel like you are a nice giving person, but you may feel that some of the circumstances over this year may say you need to watch out for number 1, and that's yourself, and that's okay to do that. It is possible too that 2 of Cups weighs towards maybe a partnership or a harmonious relationship that maybe is going to have some drag time on it. I can't say totally that it indicates a breakup, but I do sort of feel like maybe it's just being influenced by everything else, that maybe this is really saying somebody who expects your generosity, not just material, but other ways, feels like you're not able to do that because you have right reasons, but maybe they're not understanding that. No?
Some things just stand on their own. And I got one. Just popped into my hand, so I'm going with it. Okay. So we have the clouds.
And we have the sun.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm
Is
really
it?
glad
Okay,
that
but
came
it's
up like
towards the
that,
dark,
Laura,
right?
because right now, usually the thing is the dark clouds are facing the sun. But because that's the sun card, that's a really positive card to have in this case. It's basically saying that, you know what, this year is going to start off, or the rest of this year, there's going to be a little bit of a feeling of depression or
Struggles. Obstacles.
You're feeling some emotional struggles, yet the sun is coming. You know, there's going to be light at the end of that tunnel. And I feel like it's going to dispel any of the depression or somber moments that you are current. I really think this is more current leading into the year. It might continue for a little bit, but these dark clouds are going to be wiped clear, you know. Sky is going to turn blue.
You could say that, to me, I feel like this is the general tone of the rest of the year, is that even though there are some situations that amount to bad luck or little obstacles, mostly the sun comes through when it needs to kind of help you through some of that. So the overall year ahead is mostly an even keel, just dealing with situations as you can and usually finding the brightness coming through for you.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's what we have for you, Laura. Good luck with everything.
Good luck. Absolutely. Thanks for coming.
Hey, Apple and Eve, you are up. And yes, I guess you're right, Angel. I probably am going to have some wine later. Now with my chocolate.
It's almost like...
Well, this is my day to indulge because I got a really important doctor's appointment on Wednesday, and I think tomorrow I'm going to be a little bit less indulgent going forward. And I've been trying to be very careful this weekend. I need to get back a little bit more into my exercise. By the way, Gina, that was a nice thing you sent today about those, what was it, the Pilates crunches, I think? I do, I like doing crunches, actually. I need those bands, though. I may actually have some. Now that I think about it, I thought I'd buy some, but I think with something I bought for my old Wii, the Wii Sports program, I have it. Wii Fitness.
It's my deck.
Can I shuffle my deck?
No. I keep looking at Sunman's tail when it was wagging in front of the camera there.
Mr. Sun, why are you such a problem today?
Okay then, A&E, a little general reading. A little red wine.
So yeah, now I can focus on marketing and content with the page. I am sure there's still a few glitches to work out there. I know a few of them right off the bat, but everything's there that needs to be there, which is what I like. And we might add some other pages. And oh, by the way, everybody who's had personal readings with us, if anybody wants to send us a testimonial, we'd greatly appreciate it. Right now, we have 3 testimonials in there from our cats. So, I forgot to put a little thing on Twitter and Facebook about that, but we'd appreciate it. I may have to put in another page. I don't know if I can add more than 3 if we get more than 3. But,
yeah, I think Sunny said, not as good as Meow Mix.
Or catnip or something like that. Almost as good as catnip.
Come on, lay down, lay down.
Or he might have said something about the orangey cat. Oh, thanks. Appreciate it.
A&E. All right, general reading.
We've been getting a lot of 4s today, it seems like.
Seems that way, yep.
No, we're back at it again, but there we have the nice 4 of Wands, which is making a reappearance.
And it says delight at the top.
And we have the Page of Swords reversed.
And that says decomposition, so maybe it's the reverse.
And the Fool reversed.
Which is emanation at the top. Okay, so it could be that you are questioning choices and that you're wanting to move towards things that really provide that sense of delight, but you sort of feel that there's some areas where you need to brush up something. You're not quite ready to throw yourself into something because maybe you need to understand something. I think it's a mental thing. I think there's something you're trying to understand that doesn't quite make sense to you, but it sort of feels like maybe it should, but you're just not so sure it does.
Yeah, the only thing I think the Four of Wands, I'm not sure if it's manifested itself yet or not. This is kind of a general for what's coming, right? Is that the question?
Yeah.
Yeah, a general reading would be nice. So I think it's not happened yet, but you are building towards something, Apple and Eve. I think what's the problem right now is that maybe you're just afraid to take some sort of risk or chance on something, you know? You might be holding yourself back a little bit. You're hesitant, to move forward because the Fool is like saying, this could fail. What if I fall on my face, flat on my face? There's some doubts here about taking some sort of risk at this time. But I want to see what the Lenormand is going to say to see if it will give us... Go ahead, pick first.
Thank you.
I just dive right in. I kind of like this. It reminds me of my rune stones, so, I kind of like it.
The Anchor.
Oh. All right. This is,
and what I think that is saying is that maybe the doubt is over what you realistically believe or can understand to believe about that situation. Like you're just not convinced yet for some reason.
Oh, and we've got the letter again has shown up. Well, it's kind of an interesting combination here. When I saw the Anchor, I felt that, maybe there's certain things that you just don't want to change at this time. The Anchor is about stability. It's kind of like, I want to be sure. I want to be secure in the direction I'm going. And maybe you're trying to look for some kind of sign or message first. Or maybe this is telling you that you should put some feelers out there, try to get some feedback or some ideas if what you want to do is the way you should go, Maybe that would make you feel more secure as if you got some feedback first before you went out on a limb and did something that you feel is not going to work out.
But I believe that's sort of concurrent with those guys there too, is the idea that you're going to need to do that, or you want to do that so that you can really understand what this process is or what is really going on. Because like I said, I just don't feel you're ready to make that move yet. And of course that's the Anchor there, but you want to, and you just need to figure it out, find those things out.
Yeah.
Is that the lawnmowers again?
Nope.
Oh,
it's motorcycle guy
who lives in our neighborhood.
We were really worried before the show because we were hearing all these lawnmowers out there, but I'm guessing it might have been an adjacent property to our complex. Usually they do the lawns on Wednesday mornings, and I was like, they're not going to do it today during our show, are they? Anyway, that's what we have. That's what we have for you, Apple and Eve. I hope that helps. I believe that is true, Gina. So, you know what? Don't be afraid to take those steps. Sometimes we have to. But a good thing for me is I always try to test the waters sometimes, Test the waters first in some way if you're not confident. But don't just go forward without even trying. I guess that's what I would say. All right. Angel Rivera, you are up. Oh my gosh, are we going to end early on a Sunday?
Never on a Sunday.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but it's beautiful outside here. But unfortunately, it's supposed to snow this week, and we might get measurable snow.
Isn't that crazy?
On the morning, I got to drive to my doctor's appointment, which is way in the heck out somewhere.
Wednesday?
But it's the afternoon, at least, so hopefully it'll melt. Anyway. Yeah, it's Wednesday. You are welcome.
Everybody is welcome, and we're glad that the readings are good.
Well, this is my time of year. The divine has a message for you. Okay. Yeah, Angel, snow, and they actually said measurable. Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. And my appointment's in the afternoon, but the problem is we're going to a city for this that is notorious for really slippery, nasty roads in weather like that. So I'm not happy. I just hope it goes away by my appointment time. Man.
Thank you. Okay, so your cards for Angel?
Yeah, sure, why not? Let's go back to these.
You like those mermaids.
Well, I'm warming them up, but they are good. I wish I wrote down the reading I did for myself today. I didn't, but it was so awesome. I don't write them all down. And I like the backs of the cards too. I don't know if I showed the backs, but they're really nice. Yeah. And the book is substantial. There's a couple of, they're not really that dynamic of spreads, but there are new spreads in there, a couple. And I just like the book. It's thick, it's pretty meaty, it's got upright reversed interpretations. So it's a good job, I think, and I needed a new mermaid deck. I gave Mr. O my other one. For some reason, that one just did not resonate with me, even though I still like it when I see him use it.
What book was that?
What book?
What is Angel asking?
Oh, the book that comes with the deck, the Mermaid's Tarot. Sorry. So, Six of Swords is reversed here, Angel. But that's really funny because immediately following is the Page of Wands upright, followed by the Empress upright. Wow. You know, this week could be a real creative one for you. It shows you being very productive. I mean, the potential here for that, especially if you start something new. You know, there's something that could be happening for you. But the Six of Swords is a stumbling block. There seems to be, some roadblocks getting there, something holding you back from starting something new and getting on this more creative kick. There's a little bit of stagnation and an unwillingness maybe to take that journey, in consciousness necessary to achieve something new.
I'm going to just differ a little bit from her and say that maybe what it really suggests is also, too, that you actually don't need to move somewhere else, that the ideas and productivity and creativity that are yours to tap into and unleash at this time are right there. You don't have to look for them somewhere else. You don't necessarily have to go back, but maybe there is an idea there that it's somehow related to something you've already done or that the progress was already set in motion there.
Okay. Well,
just a little difference from you.
Yeah. All right, let me see what we got here. It's the ship.
Ship and the mermaids.
Yeah, with my Mermaid Tarot.
But ships sail by the stars.
Wow.
You're welcome.
I think basically I just got to go back to what I said, because when I see the ship and the stars together, I just feel you need to get moving on your dreams, goals, and desires, This could be a very inspiring time for you, time to really set things in motion. There's a lot of positive energy when the star comes into play. Hope for the future, hopes that the moves that you are making are taking you in the right direction. And it's ironic to me, by no means, that here we have this boat upright, and here we have the boat reversed, Angel.
So maybe it's kind of like saying, whatever direction you go in, whether you go back to look at some things that you may not be done with, or whether you go ahead, maybe it's all good, because there's just sort of a sense of inspiration guiding you, that you're taking the inspiration wherever you see it, whether it's something in the past that you can actually build on and create anew, or whether it is totally new and you'll need to, tender that to its conclusion.
sometimes when I look at the Six of Swords, when it comes up with, like say the Empress or something like that, I almost think of like a writer's block or creative block of some sort, and that you could break through. I mean, the Page of Wands is there. You could break through. You just have to tap into that, to being inspired, by what you're doing and rekindle the enthusiasm for something.
Very good.
So that's what we have for you. Yeah, good luck with that. And I'll just show, unless somebody else needs another question answered, we're done with the show a half hour early. But I thought I'd bring out, there we are. This is the Mermaid's Tarot book. It's big, and I'll just show it's thick. So, there's the interpretations.
You're welcome.
Are very thoughtful in here, nice. And of course they've got the full color graphics, I'll just hold it up, of the cards. So I like it. It's whimsical. Maybe it's a little bit more, I think it would be a nice deck for younger people as well. There's just a nice youthful quality to this deck. But I will say, don't be fooled by it. There are dark cards in this deck, and I will talk about that in the review I do. And also there's some interesting, I feel, twists, or the artistry on some of the cards really gives me a different nuance to the interpretation. So it's a really cool deck. I'm happy.
Did you tell me that this person had worked on another deck in the past?
Oh yeah, absolutely. This person has worked on a few.
Name a couple if you can.
Well, the Totem Animal Tarot that I love, that
Okay.
I've been using a lot on the show.
I'm thinking there's a tarot I have that's done by them.
I'm not sure. Trying to find her bio here to see. But she has done decks. And let's see. Where's her bio?
I want to know.
A final note. Nope, it goes into the readings. It's got to be in front here. Lisa Robertson,
Excuse me.
Doesn't say. It just says piles of decks and books she has. Wow.
Well, that name is ringing a chord with me, but not a specific chord.
I really can't think of her other decks offhand, but I do know the Totem Animal Tarot is a really nice concept deck as well. I love that one. Comes in a similar box. Amber Weatherstone was the artist for that one. This one was illustrated by Julie Dillon. And I think it's very beautiful.
They're beautiful. And it's like some of the artists that we've seen with the Los Scarabo, they've done more than one deck too, of course.
Yes, she's done good books. She has a book on, I think it's chakras in the tarot too, that I have added to my Kindle collection. Also, I got a very interesting book on my Kindle, which I will try to review soon. I've already but I'm going slowly because I'm doing some of the exercises in it. I like this book so much, I'm actually putting notes into my Kindle book and doing readings as I go along, which I've never done before with my Kindle. And so it's called the Ancestral Tarot, or something about the Ancestors Tarot. It's connecting with your ancestors through the tarot. And, a lot of people have problems in dealing with their ancestors because, family troubles. And also some of our family members over time have not been good people. So, she gets that. And she takes 3 different ways that you can work with your ancestors. So rest assured, that's another book I will be featuring on the blog. So the sky's the limit. I can just really write again, which is what I've been wanting to do for a long time. So this webpage is going to be fantabulous. And Mr. O has some ideas, either for events or new videos on things.
Well, I think I like the idea of maybe finding my muse again too, because I don't have a regular writing habit, and I need to get back to that.
Tarot Healer, right, that's it. Yep, I barely nipped the surface on that one. I have to start reading that one. I think that one will be good for me right now. Absolutely. So anything else? Do we have any more announcements? Do you want to remind about the... Also, you never know. There might be a contest associated with our web page and people who sign up. So you definitely want to stay tuned for that. Oh. Yes, my hermit lantern. Isn't it awesome?
Mm-hmm.
Shiny, sparkly.
Oops. Easy come, easy
Mr.
go.
O is channeling the energy of cat.
Is that what it is? Mr. O doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, sometimes I read it enough to review it, and sometimes I really got to read a lot of it before I can review it. But the mermaids, I think I'm confident with going forward with, and the ancestral I'll probably do in advance too. The ancestors book, but oh my gosh, it is really. I think it's gonna. I love my family. You know, I've had bad family members too. Trust me on that. But I've made peace with a lot of my past, and so ancestor stuff is very, very important to me. I always feel my family around me. So I think this book is going to be a deep dive for me. I'm going to enjoy it a lot. And it seems like it's very well done. Just from the start, I'm like, this is awesome. So check it out, and I'll have more information on that soon. So I guess that's it for us today. We are done. And so thanks everybody for joining us, and me for my birthday. I get to have a little cake longer and unwind here. We also are going to be filming actually after the show, right?
Yes, we have to do that.
We're going to be doing our modality message, which is coming out on my birthday.
Tomorrow.
So look for that, and look for my birthday candle reading for myself on the blog. And we'll see you all soon. Thanks for celebrating.
Thanks, Angel.
Putting up with my celebration today. And we will see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. Take care for now.